Indie games, one of the most important things in this entire industry. I love them so much. Sometimes we get some of the worst things on the market from them, but other times we get some of the greatest games ever released. Some of the indie games we've seen in recent years are so full of life, so creative, and so much fun. It puts bigger studios owned by very big publishers to absolute shame sometimes, and they have an even bigger budget than the indie devs. So in this video, I'll be giving you my 5 favorite indie titles. This is going to be a fun one. Ahead in Time. Oh my god. This game is amazing. Ahead in Time is a 3D platformer inspired by other great titles like Mario 64 and Spyro the Dragon, and it's so good. You play as an adorable little girl named Hat Kid solving puzzles, exploring open levels, and collecting timepieces to power up her ship so she can return home. This game is so fun to play and so much fun to control. Nailing a chain of jumps with Hat Kid is so satisfying. The art style is amazing, the writing is hilarious, the music slaps, and the game just looks so adorable and vibrant. There's so much love and so much life put into this game. It's by far one of the most underrated games of 2017, and in my opinion, might just be one of the most underrated 3D platformers ever created, and the game's not even that old. If you haven't played this game already, please pick it up. It's on literally everything. At this point in time, you have no excuse for not playing Ahead in Time. It's a masterpiece of a game, and it deserves all the praise it's been getting. Oh man, now this is a classic. Castle Crashers is an amazing game. It's so fun. Castle Crashers is an awesome beat-em-up title, and a challenging one at that. Like, holy shit, this game can be very hard. You play as one of the Castle Crashers going on a quest to rescuing the 4 princesses who have been kidnapped. On the way, you meet a lot of new enemies, unlock new abilities, upgrade your guys and level them up, as well as finding new weapons and pets that help you in battle. The game is very funny and it's super satisfying. Wiping out a nice wave of enemies and doing sweet combo moves is so satisfying. This was actually my introduction to the world of indie games. I started out with this game as the first ever indie game I've played. I think I made a fantastic choice. Castle Crashers finally is available on all the other consoles too with the remaster. It has online play and all the DLC characters and weapons that were made for the game, and another fun little game mode. It's a fantastic, fun, and challenging game that is an absolute blast to go through solo, and even more fun to go through with a group of friends. This will forever be one of the best indie games of all time, and there is no denying that. You just can't make an indie game list without Cuphead being one of the spots. What can I say about this game that already hasn't been said? The smooth controls, the boss is filled with so much personality and charm, and the main characters you play as, Cuphead and Mugman, are so cool and adorable, and are filled with endless amounts of charm. Cuphead is a boss rush game with some normal shooting/platforming sections, and good god, the game is so infuriating, but so satisfying and so awesome, yet so painful, and so mean, and oh my god, I love Cuphead so much, holy shit. This game has one of the best art styles I've ever seen in a video game, period. I cannot imagine how hard it was to remain so faithful to the rubber hose art style, like the old cartoons in the 30s. The development team did a fantastic job, and I'm still in awe at what I played and saw in the game. Cuphead might be a really tough game, but that does not ruin anything for me. Learning the boss patterns and using strategy with your moves to have the edge in battle is so great. Not to mention, it's so satisfying seeing that knockout on your screen after 30 tries on the same fight. Cuphead is amazing. I highly recommend picking this game up and giving it a try. Learn the boss patterns and get used to the game and kick some ass. Much like other games mentioned in this list, this is worth every minute and every single penny. You guys will fall in love with this like millions of others have. Stardew Valley is one of the most peaceful and fun games I've ever played. I was on the fence with this game, but I'm so happy I decided to dip and make the purchase. Stardew Valley's world is so easy to get lost in and unplug from the world for a couple of hours. I love farming and planting crops, cleaning up the farm and talking with all the characters and bonding with them. Building a better friendship with them is fun too. It's so fun exploring the world and taking care of the farm animals. The music helps with the immersion too. It's so peaceful and takes your mind off of a lot. This is the main game I turn to after a long work day, and the main game I turn to when I'm sad or stressed out. It's a great stress reliever. You can spend as much time as you want. There There's so much to do in this game. It's filled to the brim with content and quests. Stardew Valley is one of the best games I have ever played, period. It is not just one of my favorite indie games. If you love games like Harvest Moon and just need something to help unplug from the world, have fun, and just relax for a change, this game is for you. Trust me when I say it's worth your time and money. I'm happy I gave this game a chance because now I'm hopelessly addicted to it. Before we get to the number one spot, let me throw in just a few honorable mentions real quick. Roll your eyes all you want, Shovel Knight in my opinion is the greatest indie game ever released and my absolute favorite indie game. In the words of Donkey, it's the Kickstarter that keeps on giving. The dev team gives you an unbelievable amount of content for a game. Not only is there the normal campaign with Shovel Knight, but there's an additional 3 campaigns with 3 different knights from the games to play as. All of the other campaigns introduce new level design, newer stories, newer powers and moves, and it's just amazing. It's hard for me to put into words how amazing and how great this game is. The characters have so much personality and life. The story for all of these knights are fantastic. The writing is superb. It's funny when it needs to be and serious when it needs to be. There's so much to do, so much to collect, and the challenge in the games across all campaigns are balanced, and it isn't too difficult to the point where you'd break your controller. The controls are amazing. It feels so good controlling all the characters you can play as. Shovel Knight hits the nail on absolutely everything. Genius and fun level design, beautiful music, some of the absolute best I've ever heard in a video game, smooth controls, great writing, great and colorful graphics. This game is the definition of perfection. There is literally not a single thing I could judge or hate about this game, honestly. There really isn't much. There's absolutely no doubt about it. Shovel Knight is worth your time, worth the money, and you need to buy it and play it now. You absolutely cannot wait on it any longer. Buy this game. You won't regret it, I promise. Now that I'm done jizzing all over the screen about Shovel Knight, it's time to wrap this video up. I hope you guys enjoy the list. Let me know what your favorite indie games are. What was your first indie game? Which is your favorite? Do you agree with some of the things I said about this games listed here? Let me know and let us all go crazy over the world of indie games. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more awesome content from this channel. Jaybills Games signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next one.